Hello, and welcome to Biker Bushcraft. As many of you have already heard, I was involved in an accident last Saturday, and it hurt. It's very unfortunate. Stuff happens, though. It's a risk I accept as riding a motorcycle. It's something I do. And first I want to say thank you to the YouTube community, specifically the outdoor adventure community, who's been so supportive through this. I don't even really have the words. The first video that somebody put out expressing concern and to get well was the great Out Gamer Vlogs, Patrick, who's part of Beer Belly Travelers. He put a video out himself, and Patrick, man, that was so cool. That really was. I appreciate it. I have a lot of respect for you putting that together, thinking of it, and it means the world to me. Beer Belly Travelers put together a collaboration video, and I want to recognize all the people that participated in that. But Eileen from Beer Belly Travelers put this together, and Eileen, you're awesome. I love you guys. You've become just such great friends, and to do something like this is an incredible thing to do. It really is. The people that participated in this are, of course, Beer Belly Travelers, who put it together, Adventure Wrench, and the great Out Gamer Vlogs. That is the Beer Belly Travelers family, and each of them did a clip. Adventure Wrench was actually out of town on business, and he managed to set aside a few minutes to wish me well and to create this clip, and thanks, Dana. Really, thanks. Yankees Outdoor Adventures, and if not for him, I may not have met a lot of these people. So, Yankee, thank you. And guys, check out Yankees Outdoor Adventures if you haven't already. He's got an awesome channel. He does a thing called Meet and Greets, and it's helped my channel. It helped bring me into this group. It introduced me to some incredible people, and so I think it deserves a little extra recognition here, as Yankee brought us all together. So check out his channel, check out his Meet and Greet. If you've got a small channel you're trying to grow, take a look at what he does. He may be able to help you out. Spirit Forest, I also am going to say a little bit more here. Spirit Forest is part of our outdoor adventure group on the fringes. She's really busy, doesn't participate in some of the chats that we have, but Spirit Forest and I have become friends online here. She started watching my videos, I started watching hers, and we enjoy watching each other's videos. Both have a lot of respect for each other. She's another one. If you haven't seen her stuff, check it out. She's awesome. But if you've been watching my channel, you know that I think that about her. I have the world of respect. And she was not immediately informed about my accident. When she heard about it, my worst nightmare, and I'm going to sidetrack here a little bit, my worst nightmare is if something happens to me and people hear about it and they don't know all the information, they'll worry. And I don't want people to care about me to worry. I know that Tammy had a rough night's sleep, not knowing what happened, only that I'd been in an accident. And any of you who've become my friends or who will become my friends in the future, just know that if something happens to me, don't worry. I will communicate if it's important enough to worry about. How's that? I find ways to get the information out there. But Spirit Forest, awesome. Thank you, and I'm on the mend. Backpack Bushcraft, Matt Cook, Oregon, M and the Gang, Jungle J Adventures, Wood Pigeon Outdoors, Happy Trails Hiking, Lone Woodsman, Big Crazy Outdoor Adventures, DNS Adventures. I appreciate no less your contributions and your friendship. And I want to encourage anybody who's watching this to go check out all of their channels. Again, the links will be below, and they're all amazing people. They have amazing YouTube channels, generally outdoor stuff, but not exclusively. And they're just, watch their channels. Spirit Forest did a 5 items and 5 people challenge, and also shot it out to me. And that's part of why she and I are friends, because she's just that awesome. And she wished me well, and I want to say, Tammy, you're awesome. You really are, and that meant so much. Just like the other 2 videos, I'm blown away. I don't have the words. Thank you does not convey what I feel. For everybody that's been supportive. So, Spirit Forest, thank you for that amazing shout out and video. I liked your 5 items, by the way. They were really cool. And you know, a sleeping bag, good choice. You know, you gotta sleep. That's one of the critical things out here. And at some point I'm going to include in my videos something more in-depth about the importance of sleeping when you're out in the bush. The support I've received from the YouTube community, it's been fantastic. I couldn't be happier. Honestly, I'm shocked. I never expected these people that I have known for such a short time, gotten to know through videos, through text conversations, some through phone calls, and video calls. I've become friends with, and I'm just in utter awe of how much support I have received from them and how incredible all of them are. Now, about my leg. It's broken. My tibia is shattered. So I'm going to be looking at a few surgeries. My knee is pretty badly damaged, and eventually that's going to require replacement as well. It all comes in steps. My first surgery was Saturday, where they put this contraption on me to keep my leg straight. It's an exoskeleton. Keeps my leg from bending, supports it so that the tissue can heal. Then they're going to go back in a couple of weeks and do some surgery and start putting my bone back together and put in some metal plates. Once that's done and I heal up, then they start looking at replacing the knee. So it's a long process. A lot of healing in between steps is necessary because there's right now nothing to connect a new knee to. That's why they can't do that. It hurts a little bit. I've got pain meds and it maintains it. I'm comfortable and I'm happy. Sucks not being able to get around. I'm a pretty active person and I'm a pretty independent person, and I do for myself. And I hate asking for help. That's a really hard thing, is asking for help. But I do ask for help when I need it. And this process is going to require a lot of help. My wife, who is off actually taking care of some things for me now, Susan, has been, I can't even put words to how much she's helping me. It's so awesome. But that's why I married her. So for those of you who wonder about riding motorcycles and danger and injuries, it's not going to stop me. It's not going to change my mind. The truth of the matter is, it snowed here last night. When I walked out the door this morning, I could have slipped down the stairs and broken my back. Things happen no matter what you do. I'm not going to stop living and hide inside to avoid getting hurt. The thought that I could be killed certainly crosses my mind every time I get on a motorcycle. That's why I go to great pains to be safe on a motorcycle. I'm a fairly skilled rider. I've been doing it for many, many years. I do wear protective gear. Doesn't always meet everybody's standard of protective gear, but in this case I had a full face helmet on, and there were some scrapes on the helmet. I had a long sleeve shirt on, and I did get a little road rash on my arm, but nothing too serious. I had leather gloves on, and I did get some scrapes on my knuckles. I haven't seen the gloves yet, but I'm imagining they have corresponding holes. I had Levi's on, and I didn't get a scrape on my Levi's until the medic cut them off me. So, leather tennis shoes, these right here are what I had, and no damage to the tennis shoes. So really, I had the appropriate gear on for what I had. Nothing different that I could have worn would have changed my injury or the severity of it. As far as my riding practices, sometimes I ride a little fast. I push it. I think all of us do that ride. And in this case, I was riding safely at the speed limit, behind a car, safe distance behind a car. I was riding with some other riders, and this was just a fluke. A car came off a side road, nearly sideswiped the car in front of us. The car in front of us panicked and tried desperately to keep from getting hit themselves, and left me nowhere to be. That's unfortunate. Could have happened to me if I was riding at 25 miles per hour. It could have happened to me if I was riding at 100 miles per hour. The speed, how I was riding, where I was in the lane, no impact on this. It would have happened. But it just goes to show you can ride as safe and gear up as safe and keep your bike as safe as is humanly possible, and things can happen. I know this, and it's not going to deter me from riding. I still love riding. I actually went for a few years without riding, and it was my wife who said, "You need to get a bike." She recognized that it's a part of who I am, and so it's going to continue to be. For those of you out there who are new riders, I could tell you a million things and give you advice all day long that wouldn't change what you're going to do. Be as safe as you can. Think about what you're doing. And that's the best I can tell you. For those of you who think you might want to ride, I've had a couple of people comment that they've always wanted to get a bike. I have a hard and fast rule. I will never teach somebody to ride a motorcycle. I will never help them learn. If somebody is riding a motorcycle and wants to ride with me and learn by watching how I ride, that's fantastic. But I don't encourage people to ride, because I don't want to be the one that was responsible for encouraging somebody who shouldn't have been on a motorcycle to be there. So that's a personal thing with me. I know a lot of people want to teach everybody to ride, just not me. I'm going to continue doing my videos. I do have some pretty limited movement here. I can get around on crutches. I can get around on a wheelchair. But right now, this leg, there's no bone connected in here. It's just floating around in space. So I'm pretty limited. But that's going to change in a few weeks. And I'm going to find some ways to do some outdoor stuff, bushcraft stuff, even if it's from the wheelchair. Not ready to call it wheelchair bushcraft yet, but we'll do something creative. I know there are a lot of people out here that do that, and that's one thing I want to put out there right now. If you're in a wheelchair or missing hands, feet, any way limited, my hat's off to you. If you're living your life like this every day of the week, and if you're getting out and living life, my hat is off to you. I am very happy that I will be healing and that this will change, because this is hard. You know, I've thought about throughout my whole life, what would happen if, you know, I'm one of those people that lives my life thinking about ifs. This accident was thinking about ifs. I'm going down the road, and I even thought about, what will I do if this car hits something, or slams on the brakes, or turns suddenly? And I had a plan, and plan A didn't work, and I had a plan B, and I executed plan B, and the car did something I didn't anticipate. It happens. Plan B left me on the side of the road. I still had an action for Plan B, but the injury resulted. But I also have thought about what happens if I lose my hearing? What happens if I lose my hand? Can I still ride? What if I lose my leg? Can I still ride? I have a close friend who lost his leg just a couple of weeks ago riding, and was really feeling for him and thinking about what would I do in that situation. And I've discovered one really important piece of information, and that is, until you experience it, it's all a guess. I'm a pretty fit guy. I'm pretty strong, and I'm able to get around on crutches, and I'm able to get around on the wheelchair, but it's so much more limiting than I ever would have imagined. Not having my leg permanently, I'll be honest, it will take me a very long time, if that happens, to be able to live my life normally. This doesn't depress me, but it's an eye-opener. It wakes me up. It makes me aware that, hey, the worst could happen, and it's not going to be as easy as you planned for. So, for those of you who've never been hurt out there, like I was until a week ago, all the planning and imagining in the world is a great thing. Keep doing it, but the reality is way different. So, one other thing I want to touch on before I end this video is, back in January, I talked about future plans for my channel. My channel will continue. I'm going to continue to grow it. I'm going to continue to camp. As soon as I am able, I'm going to continue to ride. And I will continue to produce videos, and I really hope you all enjoy them. I had some big plans this year. I had a big trip coming up that I've been planning for some time, and it was going to be a real struggle to make it happen, but I was determined because I had promised you, my YouTube audience, my friends, my supporters, that I would do this, and because, quite frankly, I wanted to. My intention was to ride up to Alaska solo. I was going to ride up to Fairbanks because my northernmost outpost shirt wore out, and I'm not one to have people mail me shirts. I'd like to go get them. So I got the first one in person. I need to go get another one. And so I was going to ride up to Fairbanks, maybe go head up to Yukon River and the Arctic Circle, and then head back down. I really don't want to go much further up the Dalton Highway, but I was going to head up there, then down, and spend a week running down the Seward Peninsula, take pictures of the birds down there, the bald eagles along the road down there. It's something that you have to see to believe. And then head back, and there were obviously a lot of places in between. The idea was to take this trip, take my camera, take you all along with me, and share the adventure. Not going to happen. A lot of reasons. One is obviously financial. This really puts me out of commission and puts me in a bad place as far as that goes. Two is timing. I'm going to be, realistically, till I could look at something like that, is probably going to be 6 months until I'm ready to do that level of riding. And by then, it's too late. 6 months from now, we're going to be looking at August, September. Not, in my mind, ideal timing to ride up there. My experience going up to Alaska for fun, I've done it for business year-round, but going up there for fun is ideal in late March, early April. There's not quite as much mud. Some things are still frozen. Obviously, the weather can change a little bit there, but going up when there's not as much mud, when the mosquitoes haven't come out yet, is ideal. You still get some snowscapes. It's beautiful up there, and that was my plan. So this year, that's not going to happen. That's still on my dream plans for my channel. I just don't know how soon I'm going to recover from all this. But when it happens, I will be taking you all along with me. And those of you watching this video will know what it is. I won't say where I'm going, so new watchers will have to go back and check it out. But all of you will have the inside track. During this process, my channel has hit some milestones, and I just wanted to touch bases on those and thank everybody for your part in them. When I started this out back in September, the monetization was set at 10,000 views, and my goal was to reach 10,000 views by, I wanted to do it by January 1st. I was realistic in thinking it may take me until end of February, and I did it. About a week ago, I passed 10,000 views. Needless to say, with the accident and everything, I have been a little bit preoccupied and not able to get on here and thank everybody, but yes, 10,000 views! I know it's not monetized, but it's a goal, and I reached it, and I'm thrilled. The other goal that I just passed, and this happened after Spirit Forest did the shout out to me, so I'm attributing part of this to her shout out, and that is 500 subs. I got 500 subscribers. It kind of feels like last month I crossed that 100 threshold, and it caught me by such surprise. I actually did think of doing some kind of a giveaway. I'm not in a great position to do that, but it came in, all of a sudden I was at 200, and now I'm at 500. I'm trying to get to 1,000, and I'm thinking of doing a giveaway. Again, I'm not in the best circumstances right now to do that, but I would like to do something for my viewers who have stood by me, who have watched my channel, who have enjoyed it, who have commented. You're all awesome, and I'd like to give something back. So much has been given to me through this community, and I just really want to give something back, and I think when I hit 1,000 subscribers, it'll be my opportunity to do that. I don't know what it'll be, but I'm working on it. So thank you everyone for all of your support at every level, whether you tuned in for a minute just to find out what I was about and moved on, or whether you've been a solid fan of my channel since day one. I appreciate you all the same. I really hope that all of you will continue watching and enjoying my channel. I hope you'll continue to share my channel, and I will continue to produce content the best I can. It was surprisingly hard to get out here and do this video, but I'm here and I'm doing it, and I couldn't be happier to be talking to all of you and to be able to be out here and do this. I'm going to add one other final piece, final piece. I do have a Patreon account, and I wanted to set that up because I had hoped at some point to monetize my YouTube channel, and I thought that this would help me. There's a donation in there which I'm so grateful for, and Beer Belly's Travelers put a link to it out there, and I am going to try and produce some content deserving of the support that you all will give, and I'm blown away. I'm not good at that. I'm not good at asking for things, but I want you to feel like if you go to my Patreon account and check it out, that you are getting something that you would like to pay for. So it'll take me a little while, but I'm going to focus on that over the next few weeks and see if I can get it running. Don't feel obligated to do it, but I'm grateful for any support anybody can give me. And I'm grateful for all of you even watching my videos. That's awesome. I want to thank all of you for watching, and I'll see you on the next one very soon.